Who is Cassie? I mean, she kind of came out of nowhere, right? And how does she know Gregory? And why is she so important to the story? Now, before we can answer these juicy questions, we need to understand who she is. And as we've seen in pictures, Cassie is of course short and thin, like most children her age are. How old is she? Well, there's no specific information about when she was born, but we know she's obviously a child, so we can guess she's around 12 years old, give or take a few years. Cassie is known to live with her father. With that being said, we can assume her mother's not in the picture or they are divorced. And we also don't know about any siblings, so we'll just assume that she's an only child. Now, Cassie has short brown hair that she keeps tied in pigtails. She also wears a red button-up sweater with blue jean shorts and purplish black leggings. Her shoes are a pair of Roxy themed light-up sneakers with red and purple lights on the sides. And we all had a pair of light-up sneakers at one point in our lives, right? I remember my first pair. I mean, I was cool as hell wearing those things around. I was a walking light show. Anyway, she also has her nails painted green, which resemble Roxy's to a T. It also appears that her outfit's color palette is based off of Roxy's, which we know is her favorite character. And this is important. Cassie is a Faz fanatic and has a history with the Mega Pizzaplex. And this is where she meets Gregory for the first time. While having fun in the Pizzaplex, she also spent a lot of time with Roxy, even getting her makeup done in the glam rock beauty salon where Roxy often stays. Now, the Pizzaplex is where she had her previous birthday party, and of course Roxy was there. However, none of Cassie's friends actually showed up, but this is where she meets her new friend. Gregory was the only kid to come to her party, and offered some comfort, willing to be her friend. Now, this is where we jump to the events of the Ruin DLC. Cassie is portrayed as always being slightly impatient or distressed, often asking a lot of questions about what's going on, but I can't really blame her considering where she is. So when Cassie gets there, Gregory is nowhere to be found. She's kind of annoyed at him for not showing up when he asked her to meet her there.
I don't get it. Why would Gregory tell me to come to this old place and then not be here?
But once he tells her what's going on, her attitude quickly changes, showing her bravery and curiosity. I mean, she definitely has a lot of balls to willingly explore this abandoned Pizzaplex. But anyways, she clearly cares about Gregory and of course wants to save him. This shows how truly caring she really is. I mean, that's real friendship, right? Would you go into an abandoned Pizzaplex to save your friend from killer animatronics? Let me know in the comments. Now, like I mentioned before, Cassie is helping Gregory because he was the only person to come to her birthday party when no one else did. Cassie also seems to have developed an emotional bond with Roxy, as the latter was always there for her and the one that made her birthday party so special when none of her friends decided to show up. And we know this because of how hesitant she was to deactivate Roxy towards the end of the DLC. When she did deactivate her, she was deeply apologetic for what she had done to Roxy and even started crying as she continued on. This is where Cassie had shown maturity and growth as a person. She cares about both Gregory and Roxy, but she understands that it was the correct thing to do in order to save Gregory, her new friend. Although we know what happens next, it was never Gregory trying to contact her, it was the mimic luring her into the Pizzaplex. But that's for another video. I think Cassie is now our main protagonist for the security breach chapter in this very confusing FNaF lore. That is why she's so important. And as to what the future holds for her, well, we can only assume she's going to find Gregory, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching.